Welcome, kindred spirits. I want to officially welcome you to the Isis waterfall. It's actually the Isis healing waterfall. And this has been a dream in the making for many, many years. And all the elemental temples that are here are part of the vision and the dream. And there's been many people who've contributed to it, many spirits that have contributed. Mystic, you certainly contributed, haven't you?
He's the greatest supervisor.
He has been the supervisor, right, Lisa? So this has been a dream and a vision for quite a while. And it's interesting that it was the first temple that was envisioned, and it's the last to be completed. So there's something about that. I don't know all the esoteric meaning or reason behind that. But many years ago, I had a breathwork dream vision, and in that, Isis came to me and said, build the temples and they will come. And it was during that time that we became stewards of this land, this beautiful Dove Mountain here in western North Carolina, which is right across the road really from a beautiful river, Tuckasegee. We're not too far from the National Forest here, and of course we are surrounded by millions and millions of amazing trees and all kinds of herbs and flowers and plants, medicines here in the forest, all kinds of creatures. And this is a very magical, special place. We've had archaeologists here who say that this may be perhaps the oldest mountain range in the whole world, and that perhaps during these mass extinctions or near extinctions on the planet, that life may have sprouted or budded from here over and over again as some of the first peoples. So when the Cherokees say in their ancient literature that they were the first peoples, and I know a lot of people, indigenous people, do that around the world, First Nations, there's also some truth about that biologically and anthropologically. And maybe we'll never know the full story, but it is written in our bones and our DNA. And many years ago, when I was living in California, I was drawn to come to these mountains, not knowing why exactly. And now that we're here, I can't imagine, quite honestly, living anyplace else. And many people are called to come here, and wolf dogs too, are called to come here specifically for their healing transformation. And sometimes that can be a physical issue, which is oftentimes, quite frankly, related to trauma. And I think that all trauma really is the root of all illness. And the people that come here for a number of reasons. I would say, whether they know it or not, the first reason is to heal themselves, to heal their inner child, to discover what their shadows are and how they're acting out in certain ways, and to find the beloved within themselves. And if they're really fortunate and they do that work, there's a really good chance they're going to find the beloved in the outer world too, in the form of people, in the form of animals, in the form of land, and of course, really the greatest love affair is with our own souls. And through that process and journey, that shamanic journey, if you will, when people come here, they go through just exactly what I'm speaking about here on the land. And each of the elemental temples here provides people the opportunity to go deeply into the element they're most relating to, or that's calling them and beckoning them, and to be more in balance with all the elements. So yes, we work with air and water and earth and fire and the great mystery, great spirit and Mother Earth that harmonizes and balances and integrates all of that. We do that in a number of ways, and probably many of you know shamanic breathwork, and you could always learn more about that on shamanicbreathwork.org. But it is our main medicine. I should say our main medicine is the sacred breath and being close to the earth and the elemental temples. And the process that we use to help people open themselves up, our medicine, is the shamanic breathwork journey process and ceremony. So this particular temple is what I wanted to focus on today with you all, because this is, like I said, the last, but the first envisioned. It wasn't envisioned as a waterfall. It was envisioned originally as maybe a pool of water or some sort of water feature. And this one has sprung upon us, really. Nicholas, would you like to tell us a little bit about how this waterfall came to be?
Through Great Spirit, of course. When we were preparing for Sekhmet and getting Sekhmet's temple going, I kept coming past this part of the land and just feeling like I really could see the waterfall here. So much so I even took a couple pond liners we had laying around and I dragged them out here. And I dragged Starwolf and Red Hawk out here and I said, "See it? Can you see it?" And they're like, we're not so sure about this. And then through synchronicity and spirit guiding us, we found a waterfall and we were able to get in touch with the guy who created it, and we were just in love with it. And he came out here and he immediately saw it and he said, "Yes, we can do this." And it came to be.
And here we are to tell the tale. And it has really become the heart. We're really, we have temples starting up on the very top of the mountain, the Breathwork Temple, and the beautiful Medicine Wheel, the Earth Temple, and the Fire Temple where we do our fire walks. And then we have Sekhmet right over here, which you can't quite see from here, in her temple. So we have all these elemental temples with the air for the breath, and the fire for the transformation, and the earth for our ancestors and grounding and working with the cycles. And then we come down here into the water. But when I say that it's in the heart, because beneath this we have some other things that are being put in place, and community and other things. And then you can't see it from right here, but we're looking directly across for the place where the new Starwolf Lodge Community Center is going to be. And that's going to be coming really soon. We're really excited about that. I keep feeling like, oh, somebody's going to pinch me. I can't believe this is going to happen so quickly. And yet I don't know why I'm surprised, because it seems to me that once we fully surrender and say, okay, we'll do it. We don't know where we'll get the time, money, or energy, but we will do it. Somehow it comes to be. And it's not just like, magic wand, that kind of thing. It's definitely magic, but it's also the magic of hard work and dedication and commitment and listening to the spirits and saying, we're going to take a risk on love again and again and again. So we're right at the edge of having